Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of our youth only Road to Glory, where we take our team, one of our own, FC, and see how far up the English pyramid we can take them, starting off in the National League North and hopefully one day to the Premier League. We can do up to 30 seasons on this save, so if you do want to see more, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment as well of what you want to see, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Really appreciate it. It really helps support the videos and the channel, and then we can get more videos out. This is a team we have currently got, as you can see, loads of players out on loan. We've got a good starting 11 now. John is blue, which means he is back on loan, which means we sold him. He's one of the players that is always desperate to leave, always complaining, but we have finally sold him to Sheffield United for £1.2 million. Which is difficult for us because he's our main goalkeeper. But as part of the deal, of course, we're getting back on loan for this season. And we've got a 35% sell-on clause. So in the future, we could get a big amount of money back from him. But 1.2 million for John, we get him for this season. And then he will have to be replaced by one of our other goalkeepers. I'm not sure who would be best at the minute, but a few players out on loan. We've got quite a few goalkeepers. So he will have a replacement, just won't be as good at the very start. Talking of sell-on clauses, Trickett, if you remember a player called Trickett a few years ago, a striker that we had, we sold him to Everton for £4 million with, I think, a 40% sell-on clause. Or it couldn't have been 40, it must have been a bit less. But they sold him to Manchester City for 53 million this summer, and we got a big chunk of that. We got 13.25 million back from that, I think. I'll overlay it on screen if I remember. But 13.25 million we got additional for Trickett just as a sell-on clause, plus the 4 million for the original sale to Everton, and then we obviously got him loaned back for a season. So that cost Everton quite a bit. Actually, I made quite a bit of money off of him just to have him for a couple of seasons. But we made around 17 million off of Trickett, which means our finances are in a very good position. 24.5 million transfer budget. Of course, we don't need any transfer budget, so we can move that over to the wage budget and offer our best players the best wages. And also our facilities, we've got 5-star youth and 4.5-star training. As you see, it's been recently upgraded to training facilities, but we should be able to get it up to 5 stars very soon. But that is how the squad is looking. In very good position we are in right now. Let's try and improve on our league position last year, because we started very poorly the first half of the season. The second half of the season, we shot right up, and I think we finished 13th in the end. I might be wrong, but we only lost one game in the second half of that season. Let's quickly have a look. Yeah, we finished 13th in League 2. So hopefully we can improve on that this year. Nice trajectory on that graph there, slowly working our way up. So let's go straight into this season and we'll sim through until we get a crop of youth players for this year. So we're at the point of the season where we get our youth players. We've got 11 players in total, which is a very good intake. But before we do go into that, let's have a quick look at the fixtures. We started the league season off with a loss in the Carabao Cup as well. We then went on to a nice winning streak, but lost our last game against Salford, which means in the league, we are currently sitting in the playoff spots in 7th. Obviously, still a long way to go. We could still get relegated quite easily. Only 8 games into the season, but if we can get playoffs this year, that would be amazing, of course. Top 3 get promotion automatics, so that would be an extra bonus. But let's go into this youth players. So this season, we've got 11 in total, and there's not very good, is it? We've got 1 5-star, another goalkeeper who we don't really need. We got quite a few 5-stars last year, and a 3.5-star striker, Wyke. But as usual, throughout this season, throughout the whole season, these ratings and potentials can change. They can fluctuate up and down quite a bit. We've had 1 stars go all the way up to 5 stars. We've had 5 stars drop down quite a bit as well. So this isn't the final ratings. This is just the original, but it's not a great by the looks of it. We could have been a lot better. We could have started a lot higher. But 1 5-star, 1 3.5-star. Hopefully they do improve throughout the season. But let's continue on as usual until the 1st of January. So we're through to the new year, into 2040 now. We're quite a way through this save. Still got over 10 years to go though, so hopefully we can make up to the Premier League. But after our first half of the season, we are sitting in second place, just 1 point behind Leyton Orient, who are top, and we've got a game in hand. So possibly, you never know, the title might be on. But automatics, it would be an amazing season as well. Even the playoffs would have been a really good season. Of course, still a long way to go. Relegation is pretty much safe. We shouldn't be relegated this year, but if we can push for the playoffs, that would be amazing. Of course, we've got a very good team coming through now. Let's have a quick look at our youth development. And Bates, a right midfielder, have shot right up to a 3.5 star. Wax dropped to a 3. Atkinson still at a 5. But Bates, a right midfielder, and that could actually be good because we did have a couple of left midfielders come through last year. So we could always change up the formation and play with the wingers if Bates does become a good player. If we have a look at our team report, squad depth on the left-hand side, Hernandez, Fern as well. Good left wingers. Fern is playing an attacking centre role this season. Only 17 years of age, valued at 1.4 million. So we could always go to a winger formation if we decide to, and if Bates does become a good player through the youth system. But halfway through the season, we are looking good. We are second in the league. The team is looking good. Loads of green lines between the players, which means they've got a good relationship. But let's continue on towards the end of the season, where hopefully we're still in our playoff spots. There's one game left of the league season, and it's a very important one. But first, let's have a quick look at our youth intake. A few players have improved overall. Bates has gone all the way up to a 5 star, and he's currently wanted by another club. So we're actually going to just promote him to the reserve team right now, just so he doesn't get snapped up. So Bates, we have signed him. He won't be at the final youth intake, but we're going to pick him up, add him to the first team, and send him out on loan straight away. So Bates is our first player coming through the youth system this year. A right midfielder, can play right wing as well. But let's have a look at the league table. As you can see, what Scarborough away in the final game. And we are sitting in the 4th place, 1 point behind Leyton Orient in 3rd in the automatic spots, and 2 points behind Scunthorpe, also in the automatic spots, and 3 points behind Barrow. Now, we can't finish ahead of Barrow because our goal difference is 17 less, so we can't win the league. Scunthorpe, we can only finish above them if we win and they lose, because again, the goal difference is too much. And Leyton Orient, if we win and they draw or lose, or we draw and they lose, then we take over their spot. Tranmere are on our tails as well. They're 3 points behind us with a better goal difference. So Tranmere doesn't really matter too much, but we're guaranteed at least 5th place. Tranmere actually scored 102 goals, over a century of goals in this season. So that is how the league table looks with just one game to go. And that is playing today. So we're going to skip through till tomorrow, where hopefully we win and get automatic promotion. Now let's have a look. We finished 5th. So we must have lost that game. We did 2-1 after taking a 1-0 lead. And Tranmere obviously won. Even if we did win the game, to be fair, we would have only finished 4th because Leyton Orient and Scunthorpe won their games. So automatic promotion wasn't on, but we finished in 5th place, which we would have happily very much took at the start of the season, which means we're playing Rotherham in the semi-finals of the playoffs. Of course, there is 2 legs. We're going away from home first, and then we'll be back at our place for the second leg. And if we make it through that, we'll be going to Wembley again for a final between Tranmere or Morecambe. Probably Tranmere by their goal record. But that is the end of this season. Of course, we're still going to have the playoffs coming up, so stay tuned for that. Please leave a like on the video and comment as well if you're still here. Leave a comment to let me know that you are still watching. But let's go through until the playoffs, so I'll catch you for those. I also forgot to mention, but in January, we sold Carragher to Brighton for a sum of 5 million. So a decent little paycheck with 35% on clause. And of course, we've got a loan back for the rest of the season as well. A very good player, but just always wanted to leave, desperate to leave the club. So if we didn't get rid of him, the club probably would have sold him for very cheap. But we've sold Carragher, a centre midfielder. So possibly we do split up into that winger formation to get those in. Bates has gone out on loan as well. But we've got Morecambe in the playoffs, 2 games away then at home. So we're going to sim through a whole week until both games are played. Hopefully, we make it through to the final. Let's have a look at the fixtures. We've lost a 3-2 loss away. And then it must have been a 3-2 win at home. And then we've lost 7-5 in extra time. So we are out of the playoffs in the semi-finals. We finished 5th in this league this year. Rotherham actually beat Tranmere, so the 2 teams finishing lower down in division have made it to the final. Hopefully next year we can push on again and reach the playoffs again. Of course, we'll be without Carragher and without John, our goalkeeper. So it's going to be a very difficult season next year. But hopefully we can do it. Hopefully we can get back up among the playoff places. It looks like we've cemented ourselves in this division though. It looks like we're not dropping back down to the National League. And we are a cemented professional League 2 side. Only 30 points Kidderminster got and got relegated. So getting 30 points in a season should be easy enough. But that will be it for this season, guys. We're just going to go through until we get our youth intake for this season. So that'll be on the 17th of May. Not great this year either. So we're just going to quickly go through to that. We're not sure how many players we're going to take on. We'll have a look when we get to the point where we take them. So just quickly sim through here. So here we are. They're suggesting Atkinson, so not many great players here at all. So we'll take Atkinson, and I think the rest, we're probably just going to release everybody else. Not very good intake this year. So 2 players come through. We had Bates, the right midfielder, and Atkinson, a goalkeeper. He is potentialed at 5 stars, so hopefully he does become good. But that is it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment on the video as well. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League. Why not? Luton finishing 2nd place. Southampton in 3rd. Chelsea getting relegated. In the Championship, I think Tottenham won the league. That's how far through this save we are now, guys. Chelsea getting relegated. Luton finishing 2nd. Tottenham winning the Championship. And Manchester United finishing 11th in the Championship. That's how far through this season, through this save we are. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment on the videos, any more videos you want me to see or to make on Football Manager. And subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.